So you've been thinking about turning your woodworking hobby into a business. But let's be honest, where do you even start? If you're worried about making that leap, you're not alone. Here's the truth. Most people never take their passion seriously enough to make it work. But you're here, and that's already a step ahead. Now let's figure out how to actually turn that passion into profit. Starting a woodworking business doesn't have to be complicated, but it's not as simple as just making a few cool pieces and hoping someone buys them. I'm going to walk you through everything from setting up shop to landing your first client and beyond. Whether you're in it for the side hustle or want to go full-time, this video will show you exactly how to make it happen. No fluff, just real steps you can take today to build the woodworking business you've been dreaming about. All right, let's get into it. One of the biggest hurdles people face when trying to turn their woodworking passion into a business is the overwhelming amount of information out there. You're bombarded with advice on what tools to buy, how to price your work, how to market yourself. And it's easy to feel paralyzed. Plus, there's always that fear. What if no one buys what I make? We're not just talking about putting pieces together and hoping they sell. The real challenge is turning this craft into something sustainable. Something that pays the bills, gives you creative freedom, and actually grows over time. And that's what we're going to tackle. Let's start with the basics. Your workspace. Whether you've got a garage, a basement, or just a small corner in your house, having a dedicated space is key. And here's where most people overthink it. You don't need a massive, high-end shop right out of the gate. What you need is a space where you can be organized, safe, and efficient. Start with a solid workbench, some basic tools like a table saw, miter saw, and a decent drill. As your business grows, so can your tool collection. The goal here is to create a space where you feel comfortable working for hours, because trust me, you'll be spending a lot of time here. This is where it gets interesting. There are endless possibilities when it comes to woodworking. Furniture, custom shelving, small decor, even bespoke kitchens. But if you want to build a successful business, you need to narrow it down. What do you enjoy making the most? What do people seem to respond to? Do some research, but also trust your gut here. Here's a tip. Look around your local area. What's in demand? Is there a market for custom furniture? Are there businesses or homeowners looking for unique shelving or cabinetry? Find out what's missing, and that could be your sweet spot. Remember, it's easier to become known for one thing than trying to be good at everything. Let's talk about money, because it's probably one of the trickiest parts of starting out. Pricing your work is an art form in itself. Too low and you're barely covering costs. Too high and people walk away. The best way to figure this out? Start by calculating the cost of materials, then factor in your time. And don't forget, you're running a business now, so your time has real value. A good rule of thumb is to aim for a price that's about 2 to 3 times the cost of your materials. But don't be afraid to adjust as you go. You'll learn as you sell more. Some things will sell like crazy, while others might not move at all. That's normal. You can have the best product in the world, but if no one knows about it, it's not going to sell. This is where marketing comes in. Thankfully, in today's world, you don't need a huge budget to get started. Social media is your best friend. Instagram, Facebook, even TikTok. Post pictures of your work, show behind-the-scenes clips of your process, and engage with people who show interest. Start small. Maybe offer a couple of pieces for free or add a discount to friends or family in exchange for reviews or word-of-mouth marketing. And don't forget, a website, even a simple one, can give your business a more professional feel. Once you've got a few pieces made and are getting some attention, it's time to land your first few clients. This is where networking is key. If you've done your research and identified a niche, find out who's already buying similar products. Reach out to local businesses, home builders, interior designers, anyone who might need custom work. Word of mouth will be your best marketing tool, especially at the beginning. Deliver great work, be easy to communicate with, and always deliver on time. Soon enough, clients will start coming to you rather than the other way around. So you've got a few clients and your work is getting out there. What's next? Scaling. This doesn't necessarily mean getting a bigger shop or hiring employees right away, but it does mean figuring out how to make more money without burning out. Maybe that means increasing your prices as demand goes up, or branching out into higher ticket items. Maybe it's selling plans or DIY kits for people who want to try their hand at woodworking, but don't have the time or skill to make the whole thing from scratch. Whatever it is, you'll need to think about how to grow your business without sacrificing the quality of your work or your sanity. Now here's the turning point. After you've landed those first few clients and established yourself, the real game begins. You're not just a hobbyist anymore. You've taken that leap, and you've proven to yourself and others that this can work. That's huge. But it's also where many people get comfortable, and that's the danger. The key to building a sustainable woodworking business isn't just in getting started. It's in staying consistent, evolving, and pushing yourself to do better work with every project. So, to wrap things up, starting a woodworking business might seem like a daunting task, but when you break it down into steps, it becomes so much more manageable. It's all about setting up the right space, finding your niche, pricing your work smartly, and marketing yourself effectively. Once you've got those first few clients, the momentum starts to build. And from there, it's all about consistency, quality, and a little bit of hustle. You don't need to have it all figured out from day one, and you definitely don't need to have the perfect shop or the fanciest tools. What matters is starting, learning as you go, and staying committed to making your woodworking dreams a reality. Ready to take your woodworking to the next level? Subscribe now or check out the next video to keep learning.